She's a mom of 4 from Bristol and mental health advocate who has hit a nerve with the public with a series of books called Moodypuffs. Her kids helped her illustrate her book about emotions and how to handle them from a child's perspective. My guest is author Carmen Tart. How does that sound? Author. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
All right, so you wrote this book with the help of your kids, and let's show it. This is it right here, Moodypuffs. I love this. What is it, and why did you hit a nerve, do you think? Because you are selling and selling and selling.
I think that it's because I hit an area where there's not much content. There's a gap in children's book content. We talk a lot about children's emotions. There's so many books about children's emotions. However, there's a need to talk about adult emotions. So what my book does is it talks about how adults can have emotions too. And sometimes those emotions aren't always happy, but it's okay as long as you talk about them and discuss them with your children.
And this is how kids can understand that and deal with their own mental health situations as well.
Of course.
What led you down this path in the first place?
So I'm an advocate for mental health. I am a mom of 4 who has bipolar disorder and ADHD, and I have my own struggles with it. So the reason why I wrote the book was because I wanted something to talk to my children about and give them a way to understand that my emotions, while they're validated, they're not their responsibility. And even if I'm having a bad day, it's not their fault. So that's what the main motivation behind writing the book was.
That is so smart. What are the ages of your children?
So I have a son, and he is going to be 2 in November. So I have a 2-year-old almost, a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 8-year-old.
You are so busy. What does your 8-year-old ask you about when you talk about mental health?
You know, it's funny, the other day, it was the first time I ever heard her say the word overstimulated. My daughter is 8, and it's because I talk about emotions. I talk about complex emotions and how I can become overstimulated as a mom. When there's, you're trying to wash dishes and your kids are running around the house and you have your work stuff and you have so much going on at one time, I decided to tell my kids these complex words, but in ways that they understand. So my daughter was like, "Oh, mommy, you look a little overstimulated." I'm like, okay. So that's what the point of my book is, to get kids to understand that adults can have days like that. It's not their fault, and it's okay. It's perfectly normal. It's about that reconnection and connecting back with your kids after.
You said you were diagnosed with bipolar
Yes.
and some other abnormalities. Did you get help when you were a kid with this, or did it take you into your adulthood to figure all this stuff out?
It took me into my adulthood to figure it out. I was, I always wondered, I always knew that there was something different about me, and I never really understood it. And since I actually came out with this book, there's been so many mothers who have told me, I was diagnosed at 40. I was diagnosed at 60. I wish I had this as a parent. I wish I had this when my kids were younger. They're older now, but now I can talk to my grandkids about it. So I feel like the #1 thing I do get about this book is that people are being diagnosed older and older. And they wish they had something like this to explain their emotions to their kids.
All right, you're becoming quite a hit on social media. You sold more books than you thought you were going to sell, so you're behind the 8 ball on that, but you're trying. What do you want to say to the public that just, be patient? I'm trying to get these out as fast as I can.
Yes, I am a mom of 4. I'm a homeschool mom of 4, and I sold 4,000 copies of this book last month, all of which were packed by me and my little tribe of kids at home. We all packed each book together as a family. It was a family project. They helped illustrate it, and they also helped pack it. So it's really a family effort. And again, I'm a small business, support small businesses always,
women,
and
always,
local businesses. And I'm so appreciative to my fans and all of the people. I just reached 100,000 followers on TikTok, and it's just, I've developed this group of people who feel seen now. And people are scared to talk about these things, and I'm not. I want to be the voice for those who can't.
And more books are coming.
More books are coming. I have a version for dad. So this is my super mom has Moody Days too, but I have my super dad has Moody Days too, and I also have my super grown up has Moody Days too, which is a version that can be used by therapists, teachers, because it doesn't distinguish between a mom or a dad, because some kids aren't raised by their biological parents.
Sure. Carmen, thank you so much. Thanks for helping so many people that you haven't even met yet.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so appreciative of the opportunity.
You bet. And for more on the Moodypuffs series, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.